Alright, here we are. First look at our VR setup. As you can see, I've got the VR headset around. It's actually kind of weird, the whole, like, being able to see a screen in front of you, but you can move your head. I don't know, it's a weird thing. Anyway, we're going to play our world, and I want to experience my world in VR, basically. And we're going to look at our first reactions. Right, we go. Oh, look, that's cool. So what we've got down here, this is our first little house, if we walk out of this. Okay, I will admit, it's actually a lot, everything's so much bigger than I thought it would be. Like, oh god, oh god, turn off particles. They're at my feet, dude. Oh yeah, I don't like this view. That's fine, we're gonna stay in this view. Oh god, I broke the map. Alright. First house we ever built. If we have a run around here. Flying is not going to go well, I feel. Alright. So if we come around here, as you can see. What? Bro. Alright, first things first. Oh, he's so much bigger than before. Dude, oh, 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 oh. Oh, ow, ow. Cool. Alright, cool. Hello, Fox. Oh, dude, I aim. I am the aiming. Bang. Sink. It's kind of cool. Let me out. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? I have a whole beacon set up, and it just won't. Right. You know what? These don't need to be here. Oh, ha ha ha. Whack! Oh, okay. Go. Flicks. 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 It's not really what I was expecting. It's alright. It's alright. Right, first things first, let's go down, let's check out our, like, AFK spot of the world. This is, basically, oh my god, this is actually, that's kind of scary. It's crafting bench, just in case we need to make bone meal, which is, like, down here. There's a lot of bones. Let's go with some bones in it as well. Not that one. So if we come in here, yeah, that's well much darker than it was. Apparently they're bringing tinted glass to 1.17 eventually, which will be cool. We could actually like light this area up as much as we want, and they'll never get. That was scary as fuck. The camera just flicked, bro. So yeah, this is that. Go this way. Get back up. Cool. Right. The giant chicken is not just for display purposes. He's pooping. If you go look at his poop, he cooks us chicken. And this area is our farms. You know, this is actually so sick. So as you can see, we've got like a little bit of wheat and potatoes, wheat, biscuit. If we want, we've got like a nice, hoe. I can hoe stuff on my hose. Yo, look at this. This is sick. Anyway, that's fine. Nice pumpkin farm. I'm supposed to put a melon farm because I have chunk aligned everything so that the minecarts underneath will actually work. Right, pumpkins. Whoa, actually that chest is almost full. I had an idea because I like just shooting the. Oh, shooting's a lot harder than it was. Ah, that's actually pretty cool. So, yeah. My plan was to have a like collections thing under here, but it doesn't really work that well. Anyway, let's see if we can actually. Oh, this is gonna be rough. All right, let's see if we can fly. Have I got wings on? Yeah, okay. Oh, dude. Alright, I need to go. Oh, I'm not gonna land in the B. We're just gonna. Oh, okay. Inside the bean we have automatic honey getting processed, which is, if we stand here long enough, I think there's only 2 bees and like 2 honeycombs. Right. So for you people who haven't been in here, I've had this world for, a bit over a year now, so 13 months. I was gonna do a tour after we had it for a year, but like I don't know, man. What can I say? Life got in the way. Um, I don't know whether we go through the Nether now, or actually, like, so here's our builds. Basically, this is where we started. Um, like spawn is what's over there, basically. But if we go this way, past the farms, we go up here. Uh, I don't know why I like making paths, man. They're so cool. Just like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then we started making a little like area around here. Oh, actually, just okay. I'm sorry. I'm not normally this terrible at flying. This was actually one of our first ever like big projects. So we have a guardian farm. Just because I wanted sea lanterns, and this was a build that I saw from someone, and this was like the first build that I spent so much time on making. There's so many ladders and everything, and then afterwards realized that these guys don't spawn in bubble columns on Bedrock, but there's like the whole area is a giant bubble column. I found out later that realistically, so the whole area is bubble columns, but they don't spawn. They spawn on that platform. That's all they spawn on, and eventually when they float off, they'll go up there. So it still works, but it's not as efficient as it could be. However, you can't stay on for longer than like, I don't know. I AFK there for about half an hour, and it still tends to break the game. Down there we have an elevator that just goes all the way down to our like little area, but that was what where? This is actually a little dark. Cool. So this is where the elevator comes. Here it is, coming down. Hey buddy. Hello. Now realistically, since we've been here this whole time, we could have just waited for it, I guess, but whatever. I don't know how to make these solid blocks without breaking the whole thing. I'm not very good at redstone, but that's fine. Basically, like, I love the fact that every idea I come up with has already been done to some extent, so it's like, well, okay, well, whatever's. It's all about how you design it, right? So recently we put these guys up here, and this, Jesus, the lighting down here is actually kind of insane. This is what I wanted. But Jesus. So we've started collecting a bit of mobs. That is supposed to be a spot for a spider jockey when we eventually find one. I was super stoked about this guy the other day. Hello. Oh, and these guys, when they pick up a wither skeleton, look badass. Anyway. So if we were able to have people in this world for a little while. I want to turn this into a server when they eventually bring it into PS4. So the idea here is that we have a equipping station for people, so they can get all their armor they want. Basically, you select which one you want. Like most people, obviously, you're gonna go for diamond, but you know, if you want to be leather or full gold, you can. You just come behind here and everything's in there ready to go. It's like one of everything. You go back here, pick the button, and everything gets reset, and you just pick what you need. And then we have like everything should be full at the moment. We have a little like few extra items back here as well, just for when we need a restock. I'm gonna take that torch. And just so I don't have to, like, they don't have to deal with, I don't have to help them get everything they need. We just come here. This will split out as many ender pearls as they want. And then they can get some food as well. There is a chest going into that food, so they shouldn't run out anytime soon. We'll just eventually restock it. But this is actually, like, the reason we built this area realistically was because we fought the Wither down here. And he blew up such a huge area and uncovered a mine shaft that I... So my headset is just like, just a little annoying. Anyway, so we come here and we started making a statue of the Wither. Because that little box there, I read somewhere that you could like trap the Wither and he didn't break obsidian properly, but no, he definitely does. It's in hard mode, and I didn't realize how hard that fight was actually going to be. So that was the first time I lost like all my stuff and had to start over again. Just fantastic. And then this is the area I'm still currently working on. I'm trying to like figure out what items I need as bulk storage, basically. So it's a huge mess in here at the moment. But you know, like if I need something, that's where the stone is, and there's heaps of stone. I mean, heaps of stone. It is completely full. It's one of those things that you just don't realize you have until you've got too much of it. Sand, however, go through, because you need it for a whole bunch of things, right? And then we just have like most items that you want. Let's throw this. This is our redstone future box because I'm gonna put it full of redstone. But this is the filter we're using. Whole bunch of that. I think these are all just random or empty, 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 empty. Yeah. But this is working, so it's chucking these items into the filter system. Obviously, some of them aren't actually going to end up in the filter system. They'll end up into these 3 chests here. So there's just a whole bunch of random items. This is like annoying, but it's easier to deal with than, like, at least I know everything that's not already in here is going to go into those. And there's just, well, 3 offloads, right? And the rest will get filtered in. Sometimes the filter system doesn't work that great. 1 or 2 items will like go through, but that's fine. You just chuck them back through. You just put a shulker box on there, and it's all worked through a giant hopper chain. the only reason I made this huge sorting system was as soon as they brought out iron farms into Bedrock Edition that work correctly. It means I could actually have this many hoppers without the huge grind. Like, it actually works properly, which is just sick. Love that. Alright, so this is our, like, tree area. It's where we grow all our trees. There's one for every type of tree, and they're all hooked up to these, like, so you chuck your excess stuff that you want, but there's some wood there, and then saplings in that chest, and that's the same for all of them. And then if you chuck leaves or saplings into the middle small chest, it'll go into a hopper line that'll automatically create us some bone meal. It's just like a handy thing, I reckon. Always a handy thing to have. I just love how like big the world looks now that I'm in VR. It's crazy. Steve's so short. I never knew this. Let me just. Sheep farm, automatic sheep wool. I mean, I think everyone has this in their world, right? They just have wool. We all need it. Something, I don't know. At the moment, I'm only really using grey, dark grey, white, and black. Whoa! How does that even happen? Did he just spawn? That is such an unlucky spawn for that sheep. Anyway. Where do we go next? We're gonna actually, I don't really like the flying of this. Like, I'm sorry. I know it's gonna be a bit of a long one. We'll just cut out a lot of the flying. On the bright side, we have like created. This is the bee farm. This is where when the bees was released, we were in this world, and we created this. Actually, once you have it, it's really easy to like make them. Plus I think the little bees. Oh, I don't have enough. Like they're so cute, dude. Little baby bees. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Hello. It's the reasons you do things like that, right? Wait, where did I put them in the chest. Right. So hard to like move around and use the controller at the same time. It's like something getting used to, man, that we made. This kind of like leads off to a few different builds now. I tried to light it up as best I could with the pumpkins, like covering them with the things, and then adding the lilac and just a few other details here. And there's like, this is like the midpoint of the path that like splits off to two different areas, so you can either go that way, which leads to a few builds, and this is the one that leads to our like animal enclosures. With a nice little river running through the middle. It starts at this. This is like where you take your friend. Well, I guess you can't take your date because then you would need two couches. No, this is like a little lover's spot, surely. I don't know, dude. I think it looks nice. This is the unfinished path, but it will eventually be like, I don't know, kind of like this, but I want to add in like the different blocks to represent that you are going somewhere else now, because I liked this build. We made the Darkwood Forest area, and then we added in the new lanterns, because originally I just had the other lanterns, but I wanted to give it like a more gloomy feel, and feel a bit dark, like scary. Which works, because, you know, now that these don't give off enough light, there are random creepers at all times. You could die. And our first animal enclosure was around here. We didn't actually. The bridge is newer than the enclosure, funnily enough. If we just, I don't know if that'll actually get me on there. Oh god. Okay. Shit. Sick. Ow. Yay! And this is our panda enclosure we built. They're so cool, dude. Pandas are sick. I don't know why. I just like some of the randomness that they do. Like this lying on their back randomly. Why? I don't know. I can't explain it. Can't explain it. Just know it's cool. Just and then we kind of just built a path, built a little area around it. So it was pretty much here when I made it. The only thing I like added was obviously the bamboo, the surrounding trees. I was originally gonna do like a tree house up here. Oh god, oh god. This is usually easy to get up. Everything is hard. Like my dick. Also, I hate parrots, so they're all gonna stay up in the trees forever, because it's fine if they don't make mob sounds, but when they're on top of you and you're like traipsing around, quite often they'll make a creeper noise, or a skeleton noise, or a witch noise, and you're just running around miles just scared for no reason. It's just not fun. But yeah, this was like a cool little build. I don't know why. I think it's because this was originally a beach, actually. That makes sense. Oh. Missing pieces. Turtles always spawn in that, like this, just that corner. Like literally right where that is. And the bears, for some reason, this game does not like jumping, There's the spot. There's crowd in the spot. I can't fix it. I don't know how to fix it. I try to build up the area behind it. I don't know. It's supposed to be like a little bear cave sort of area. Maybe I just change where the bear cave is so that it looks like they're just all like these scary man hunting bears that all clump together. Then if we come up here, the actual fuck. If he spawned in there, I will be upset. And then these guys, just because they're super cute. Kind of not cute when they're like... But yeah, I thought I'd make them a little home. The Arctic foxes, just because I think they're so cool. And there's a little viewing window. Found out also while building that and trying to get the foxes in that them and polar bears aren't big fans of each other. They I don't like that. But let me bring you back to our area, and we'll be right back. Oh, we're back. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I don't have a bucket of milk for no reason. Nothing happened. It's fine. Coming up on one of my like favorite little things. I mean, I like all of them, but you know, like I have a biased opinion, obviously. Obviously, you like in survival. Once you get to the end point of a game, I feel like everything you build should be for yourself. Even if it's been done before, like, and you're copying something to a point, like you can obviously put your own flair on it. And I think that's what's great about this, right? So we have our own little wheat field. Which actually, like, I almost want to expand and make bigger, but at the same time, the area it's in doesn't really offer me to do that. Like, I could go that way, I guess. A little bit, but realistically, like, we have covered basically this little island area. So where the lake joins is basically where I decided to stop. And then it's got a few little lakes and stuff and divots in it. Oh god. This is why you do this. That's why you carry tools on you at all times. Because you're gonna need them when you do stupid shit. It's fine. Alright, so we're coming up on our like main base. Right? My current girlfriend at the time wanted me to build a rainbow. I did. Came out pretty cool. I quite like it. But we needed a reason for the rainbow to exist. Rolf. Look, my arm is actually not attached to anything. Do you see that? That's trippy. I feel like I could throw my arm. Yeah, conduits. Conduits are so cool. I don't know if you can see that, but that's it's another build that we done under the water. I quite liked the whole underwater feel of it. So we have this guy. This is gonna be our zombie dude I'm gonna use to eventually cure these, like, you know, kill and cure, I guess. Just resets, alright. Because efficiency 5. Oh wow, he's gone back? I thought we had. Do they eventually just go back to being full price? Is that always a thing that happens? I could have sworn that we had them down. Man, it must be. Must be something that happened. I didn't realize curing was something that had to happen a lot. Okay. I thought once you cured them, yeah, they was safe. That's annoying, but that's a thing. So hopefully we actually land on that, because... Cool. 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 And this one is... I don't want to throw that. Or attack you. Can I? Yeah, please. Come trade. Cool. And yeah, this is where we get our, like, diamond for the downstairs area. I guess I don't know what to call that area. It's like the armory area. This is the smiley base, because there's like glass there. You can kind of see the pixelization of it there, and the mouth, and it creates that. And then we just went with Frostwalker. This was gonna be a mob spawner that was gonna be built into a hot air balloon, with the bottom area that catches the mobs as the, like, basket piece. Oh, and I lied. That was our first major, like, attempt at terraforming and making a landscape, which is that. It kind of came out nice, but, like, in reality, it is all just stone, which I don't really like. And obviously, the shape is very, like, basic, you know, like, it's not natural. Someone built that. But I mean, like, is that fine? Do I want it to be like Minecraft obvious, or like, I'm not too sure on that one. It's villages in there. Villages in there. No villages down here. But this is our, like, first base of operations. This is where we stayed most of the time. This was our like go-to area. It's still the one I use to this day, like for most of my stuff. Once everything's moved into the proper storage system, I think I'll use it. But originally we were gonna do like basically a chest for every item and fill it up. And my idea was to have a chest wall as you walk in on this side, just like that. So you have a like little pathway to come down. And then this was our, there's a 9x9 map of the base area, but obviously, realistically, we only really ever travel in this area here. And because we had the PS4 version originally, and we upgraded to Bedrock, because like obviously when I first made this world, it wasn't, PS4 wasn't on Bedrock yet. It was a PS4 version of the game. I guess from here, the only logical place to go... Oh, actually no. No, what we can do is go back and we'll keep going to the overworld because there is a cute little thing which unfortunately I do need to fly to. You can't really get to it any other way apart from flying. I don't know, I got so used to it that you kind of just... It's a thing that happens. This is our fishbowl. Which I like. It's cool. This is one of my like favorite builds because it's just so random. I don't know why it's here. It was just like a thing. It's above a monument. That monument was originally, I think I was gonna hollow that one out as well or make it like a maze. That idea, it got dwarfed by other things that I was doing. So there's a little, yeah, because there's like a monument here. There's one just across the way. I think that might be one, and then there's the one that we like chose to live in, basically. Cool. Jesus, that actually gave me a little bit of heart race there. So this also was good. That's annoying. This also was gonna be like a little, originally gonna be a base, and then I was like, no, I want to live underground for some reason. I want to live under the water. So we built that, and then this goes down. There's a minecart here. Hopefully this dispenses a minecart still. Oh, okay. Alright, this is the big dome that you see underneath the... I don't know if we can see it from here, actually. Oh! Oh, it's not time, you can't see it. There is a... This above us is the rainbow. And this was just my enchanting station. That's the whole thing. I took down the end city, the first one I ever found, and we made this instead. There's all the stuff you need to enchant though here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. In fact, I'm just going to use the levels so that I can do the original thing I was going to do, which is just kill myself to show you my new spawn area. Right. These are so cool, dude. These lodestone blocks that you can use for the compasses now. I forget where I put the compasses, but I have 3. So what we're going to go through now is this area this has been the last. It's finished to my standards, or that I know of now. I can't think of anything I want to like continue to do. This has been the last few months. Realistically, this took so long. Just placing everything and changing it was so much fun. Like, it's something that like I really like doing in the game now, is changing the environment to suit what I think looks better. And it's so cool experiencing this in VR now. Really can't wait for them to bring out, like, or if I can figure out how to use the immersive mode, that'd be great. So just to make sure you know that it's definitely the Nether, you know, like, if we walk out, this is where we go to do ancient debris mining and everything like that. You know, that way, in some direction. Or that way, like, you know, you fly. But I wanted to make my own cave. And so we done that. But then I got sick of it taking so long to run up and down the cave. As per everything, I've just made a shortcut. I don't know whether to make these steps or to leave it as logs. I was thinking maybe it could be like a campfire you sit down at. But then I think all I need to do is maybe add some slabs into here. Make it look a bit better. You know. It'd be cool. You know. In caves. Obviously this isn't. But it's a lot easier to... I feel like it's a lot more fun when you can just walk up things. And take it all in. Just walking. We even have a good bit of diamond in here. Need an ender chest everywhere you go. Oh, hey buddy. And this is our lab. Potions lab. This is basically what I use most of the time. Fire resistance, regen, strength, slow falling, harming 2, weakness, and water breathing. Right, come here, go like that. Okay, we don't really need more of those, all those. Alright, harming 2. Yeah, we need some of those. We come in the back here. It all gets done automatically. So was this one? Yeah. So as you can see, everything just gets stacked up. You got some nether wart making, and then that turns into an awkward potion. Bang. The next ingredient immediately comes down into the next thing, and then so on and so forth. And then if you give it a little bit of time, you can push that button again, and it'll spit out 3 more potions. It's so handy. The only non-handy thing about it is obviously we're in the nether. So this is the problem. We do need water bottles. Which aren't hard to come by, admittedly. Like, you know. That's easy enough. Just bring a couple of shop boxes of water down here. And then the rest is just decoration. This portal here actually leads into our storage system in the downstairs with the big wither thing is, and we can go there quite quickly, sort our stuff out if we want to. This little area is our nether wart farm. And then if we climb up here, this is just normal. I made it glass because I've had these gas blow this vine off a few times. which is bloody annoying. And then we just are back. Which is great. I love the nether being so close to everything. You can like, it just changes how everything works so well. And this is our first nether portal we built. Which you probably saw at the start. That's our iron golem farm. Working as intended. Plenty of iron coming through that little guy. And our last really big build that has taken me a little while. Let's see. Did we miss anything, guys? I don't actually think so. Obviously, we have an Enderman farm in the end, but I think, like, that's kind of just a given at this point. Like, most people have those. I don't have a blaze farm. I've started a mob farm, like, that's a good couple of thousand blocks away. We won't show you that. Oh, actually. Okay. 2 more builds. One is back through the nether. One's a bit closer. Currently we're trying to build a mother tree. So that it dwarfs the landscape. I want it to be like probably this high, at least. But basically I just made a circle and I want it to match. So all it needs to happen is that this circle comes to the right height, that it makes sense. And then after I've finished with the base, we'll come through and do trunks, like branches coming from the bottom. So you know how like a giant tree branches out at the bottom and has sticks out? And then I'll have like, I want these big trees that we've planted around to be like the supporting weight. Like this thing can't hold itself up. It needs the forest to like do it for it or help it. And so the forest is growing each other. It's like, you know, that's the concept anyway. And then this is going to be our like entrance. I think my friend who's helped me build this, because recently I was able to let people on my world for a little small bit. ISP issues, rah. Otherwise, everything else has been done alone in survival. But we made this cute little path. Because I want this to be like kind of overgrown as you're walking, but like obviously this is civilization up here. And so I plan on kind of turning this a bit differently. Maybe keeping a few of these builds, but like probably demolishing this all and turning it into like a city. Not like an actual city, but like an old rundown. Well, like an old, still a village, but not a city like retro or anything like that. But a nice city, like a jungle city that blends into this, and then like they obviously have this old weird decrepit path that leads to the mother tree. Which I think I just want to dwarf everything around it. And then I'll make this look a bit different once we're finished. I like that this actually like makes sense now. Okay. Right. Last but not least, let's grab all our stuff. Okay, here we go. Last place we need to show you for the world tour. When you first spawn in the world, this is what happens. Uh, so there's a, well, I don't know, you can't really see it, but there's a giant hole up here. Up there. Right up there. Giant hole. You fall down, there's some water so you don't die. Which is actually the loop that I got caught in for like a long time. It's actually on one of my old streams. I don't think I clipped it though. It was basically just me screaming and being very sad that I was dying. But yeah, when we first come in, this is what you see. We made a little tree, like a little nether area. I don't know why, I just wanted to make the nether, like, because I made the overworld in the nether, I wanted to make the nether in the overworld. And I wanted to kind of trick people when they first join the world into thinking that they did actually spawn in the nether. And then obviously, like, but I knew you'd spawn with no items. So, everything is lit up down here, you shouldn't be able to die. Well, I mean, you can fall in the lava and die, but, yeah. Everything's nether themed, there's no torches down here. The only lighting is from either the glowstone, the lamps, and the lava. The lava I thought was like, it's a perfect way to light up the area while being very nether themed, which is great, I like that. The reason we don't let people in is because, you know, that is just the hardest thing to do. But, thanks for watching, I guess, as you can see. It's great having you guys. If you watched the first one and you're now watching the second one, I don't know why, there wasn't much changed, really. I'm sorry you spent the time wasted.